27 years ago, in May 1987, Felton Davis passed away. Who was Felton Davis? I'll tell you. He was one of the last members of Augusta's Last Man's Club. Augusta's Last Man's Club was formed Christmas Eve 1929 from among 123 survivors of a local military unit called the Richmond Hussars. Hussars, by the way, were the dashing cavalrymen of European warfare. There were many Last Man clubs formed after what was then called the Great War, and the concept was simple. The old comrades would meet each year to remember each other until only one remained. That last man would then drink a toast to the departed. Augusta's last men met for almost 60 years. For the record, the last meeting of the Last Man's Club was held here in the library of Richmond Academy. But Mr. Davis was not the last man. The other three survivors of that once large group of World War I veterans were too sick to attend, and so ended a tradition that was one of Augusta's good old stories. In a meeting attended only by Felton Davis and newspaper reporters, he described the glory days. We'd sing and they'd play taps for all those who died, Davis recalled. The gatherings were well attended, often reserved for our town's better ballrooms, with buglers and many speakers. Over time, members passed away. At the club meetings, they would light a candle for each departed member. But over time, there were too many candles, so they ended up just lighting one, with the Hussars insignia. Just 2 months after the last meeting, another of the surviving Hussars, Olin Streets of Augusta, passed away. Mr. Davis died May 4th, 1987, at the age of 89. Member Guy Alexander of Florida died soon after. When Davis died, his will specified that remaining funds in the club's account be donated to Richmond Academy for use in the school's library. So who was the last man? We know that Felton Davis was the last active member, but according to the Augusta Chronicle, the last member of the Last Man's Club to pass away was George Lenz. He died in 1989 at age 94. He died at the Georgia War Veterans Home. It mentions that he was a member of the Last Man's Club, but there is no recording of whether he had one last toast to his comrades. I'd like to think that they handled that duty when he joined them in eternity, at last.